Good morning, welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number, we're at 232 today. Yes, 232. It's Monday. And another beautiful Monday morning. Lots of sun, almost no clouds. Beautiful day to get started on another week of construction. So we've got most of our general labor crew here. As anybody else shows up, we'll show you what they're doing, but for the moment, let's go ahead and show you what our construction crew is working on. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to get started on the outside today. Mr. Gel is spray painting our cabinet drawers and doors for the master bath closet. We're getting those all done. In here in the garage area, in the utility room, Mr. Stanley is starting to sand in preparation for painting the walls on our utility room area. Mr. Henry is prepping doors. So we're down to our last couple. We had two more show up on Saturday. This was for the pantry, so that we've got a couple louvers here to let some air flow because there's nothing else flowing that direction. So instead of it being just a stagnant space, we put some louvers in. And also, this is for the dirty kitchen. Put a glass in there to be able to see if somebody's in the kitchen. So, okay, Mr. Alan and Mr. Alex are starting to work on the kitchen island, so we're getting started on it, little pieces all together. And Miss Emie doing her supervision first thing in the morning. Looks like Mr. Jonathan is getting ready to make some tile adhesive / cement for Mr. Marlin to use in the master bath. We've got some tile work in there still to finish. And hiding in the shade way over on the other side of the street by the bunkhouse is Mr. Wilson and Mr. JR and Mr. Alex. We're all working on kitchen cabinet doors. Good morning. So we're doing sanding and macias and all that fun stuff, getting ready to get these doors painted. Yay. All right, in the master bedroom, our two electricians, Mr. Cho and Mr. Chucks, are putting in the LED lighting for the coves and testing the switches. Make sure they've got the right one, getting tone, make sure it's all connected. And here in the master bath, our good Mr. Foreman is doing doing the tile around the bathtub. You see daylight through it because we still have the opening done on the outside, so we'll get that closed off as soon as we get everything else figured out where it's supposed to be. So that'll be one of the later steps. Let's go head out into the garage. Mr. Allen and Mr. Alex are moving very quickly on our kitchen island. Obviously it's upside down right now, but man, they're moving fast. What you're going to see here too is this mark here is telling us this much is going to be inside the concrete in the tile, so that the whole thing doesn't move. So we don't want it sliding all over the place. Once they put the granite on the top, it's going to be heavy, but you take a guy like my size, 200 plus, 225 plus, we lean up against it, that thing's going sliding. So we're going to make sure that these, all four posts, are set down into the concrete, into the tile and the concrete, and they're not going anywhere. So this is going to be the bottom, I'm supposing. Looks like it's going to go across there. Looking good. And our other varnisher, Mr. Andy, is here as well. He's starting to varnish these out here. So we're getting lots of gas today. I'm getting gassed by the varnisher. Getting gassed by the painter out here on the back. Right. Mr. Wilson, and again, finding a nice shade out here. He's getting the cabinets all macias, so we're getting all the wood prepped for paint. So we've got 6 of them done. He's working on number 7, and we got a stack to go. He says, I'm only one. Little bit at a time, boss. A little bit at a time. So yeah. All right, and back over here on the other side of the street, Mr. Alex is working on drawers. And let me go show you what the drawers are for, because Mr. Allen did a fantastic job of fabricating an island this morning. Ta-da! This is what our island is going to look like. Yes, it is all marine plywood, and the bottoms will be dropped and set into the tile, so that when we put the granite on it, we don't move it anywhere. I don't want it to be moving when we get it all set in place. And this is going to have drawers, so we're going to have 2 sets of 3 on this side, 2 sets of 3 on the other side. So 12 drawers total, and they'll meet in the middle. It'll have a granite countertop, same as, quartz countertop, same as this one. And that'll sit here in the middle. We do have a light on the way. We just ordered over the weekend. And this little box you see right here, fantastic thinking ahead. We are going to have an outlet here on the island, so that if we want to plug in any appliances or anything here on the end, we can plug that in here, do our work up here, and then transfer over to the oven, transfer to the sink, transfer from the oven to the island, to the breakfast bar, or to the breakfast nook, where the table is going to be right here. All right, and Mr. Gel, our painter, got lucky and found some newspaper. So he's starting to tape things off and get them ready to go for some good spray painting. And this is Mr. Cho and Mr. Chucks, our 2 electricians, and we are working on the LED tubes that are going inside for our cove ceilings, for our cove lighting up there. So that's what he's working on. All right, let's go take a look back in the master bath. The foreman has been busy back here, and he's been working on the tub enclosure. Very nice. And Mr. Jonathan has been helping him out quite a bit. So here's our tub enclosure all tiled in. We decided not to do the niche. We were talking about doing a niche here for all of our toiletries to sit up in, but we figured out that if we have enough of this ledge here, we don't need that. So we're just going to use the back of that or set it along somewhere else. The other thing for here in the shower, we're also not going to do a niche. What we have found is the corner trays, the corner glass trays, will fit nicely here, and we don't have to worry about cutting any of our tiles to make them fit. So we'll just do a couple of small drill holes, put the anchor bolts in, and let it go. So this is going to be nice. It'll offer us a little bit of room here. This is looking good. Just waiting for the glass to come in. I think we're gonna split the difference here on the glass, and then come down and around this way. So the door will open on this side, open out or open in. It should be a 2-way, and then we can go in, take our shower, come back out. Lots of room. You do still see a little bit of the light coming in from the back side of the tub. As I mentioned, we do have a manual access panel on the outside to be able to access the motor that's underneath the tub, and also the electric and water on that side. What we are going to do is put something down here as a stopper so that you don't see all the light and everything from underneath. Okay, looking good. And Mr. JR, he said it's hot and humid in here. I called him a cat because he's up on top of the shelves. He's up here trying to paint all the back wall up there, you can see is the paint color is changing from right to left. Tight fit, no? All right, Mr. Stanley's been busy in here today. We have all of the walls painted for the utility room with the first coat of paint. Notice it is a little bit lighter than what was being used inside. And then they're gonna start getting ready to paint the garage area also. The garage is gonna be painted, the inside of the garage is gonna be painted the same color as the outside wall here. But we're gonna carry this color in all the way around. And also out here, our varnishers are still working on the doors, getting these guys ready to go for another round of varnish. And Mr. Allen is starting on island number 2, which will be going into the master closet. Same length, oh sorry, same width, a little bit shorter length. So we're going 80 centimeters wide, and it's going to go about 1 meter long. So good length. You should have a couple nice drawers under there as well. Woohoo! Look at all the lights, pretty lights. Oh, we're going to end up changing the bulbs on these because I mistakenly bought frosted bulbs, which really show up when you light it up. So we're going to end up changing these over to clear bulbs, and it'll hide the bulbs will actually hide in the crystals. It'll make for a brighter appearance on it. Instead of so many hot spots, you're going to see just light everywhere. Then we have the cove ceiling, cove light ceilings, and also the pin lights. Oh, same here for the dining room area. Next big thing to go here will be the chandelier for here as well, the big dining table drop. We also have one for here, which will be done later. Mr. Cho tells me we're waiting to get all of the lights, outlets, and switches done before we start doing the pretty things last, which makes sense. Moving into the master bath, the tile has been finished with the exception of some of the glass tiles here on the sides. Has been grouted. It was tilted to drain from the wall back into the tub. So if we happen to spill a little bit of water over, it's all gonna come right back into the tub, no problems. All right, guys, it's almost yabba dabba do time. The guys have started cleaning up the house, cleaning up the area, and putting their tools away. It's an end of a successful Monday. So we will see you guys back here again tomorrow. If you liked today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen and you'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.
Longing for the sun, you will come to the island without name.